What? This sounds easy. Warning, I guess. This video will contain too much water. Guess I'm finally doing one of these. As someone who's into the Pokemon console games, I never tried a Nuzlocke challenge. If you don't know what a Nuzlocke challenge is, then here's a quick summary. You play through the main story with certain rules that bring more challenges. This includes permanently boxing fainted Pokemon, catching the first encountered in each area or route, and most importantly, nicknaming all of them. You could add in more rules, but I don't want to suffer. Since this is my first Nuzlocke challenge, I've decided to shake things up a bit. Water is my #1 favorite Pokemon type, so what I'm doing is using only water type Pokemon. And I'm playing Pokemon Black, which has an alright selection of water types throughout the main story. You may be wondering, why am I going with Generation 5 as my first game to do a Nuzlocke? Well, it's because Pokemon White was the first Pokemon game I put a ton of hours into growing up. There are also other reasons, such as some of the cool Pokemon designs and the soundtrack being a complete banger. Obviously no other reasons for me playing this game. I've realized something. I'm part dark chocolate Oreo. Anyways, let's get into this. I first start off with Oshawott and defeat Bianca and Charon no problem. Now off to Professor Juniper so that I can name my starter, whose name will be Jack. Time to battle end for the first time and the results are good. Jack then evolves after some EXP grinding and then it's time to challenge the first gym. Since I chose Oshawott, I'll be fighting Silent who has a Pansage. The battle wasn't too bad overall since I had access to the move Razor Shell. First gym badge obtained. I then ran to Charon and defeated him. Next area is Striton City, which has an area for me to encounter my first water Pokemon. I then head on over to Pinwheel Forest and run to a temple, who's going to be a major role simply because of that water and ground typing. Also, the nickname is going to be Drip. Time to battle end again and it wasn't too bad overall. On to the second gym, which is normal type. Lenora wasn't too bad of a battle either since Jack dealt with everything. Second gym badge obtained. More EXP grinding and Drip has evolved. Since Pinwheel Forest is broken up into 2 different areas, I can catch another wild Pokemon. I went on over and found a Pampor, which will have the name H2O Monkey spelled in a very odd way. I did even more EXP grinding so that H2O Monkey can learn to move acrobatics, which will be helpful for later. Time to head on over to Castelia City and grab a Water Stone so that H2O Monkey can evolve. On to the third gym, which is Bug type. Not that bad of a gym, but there is one Pokemon that can easily end this run. Time to challenge Berg, and the one Pokemon I need to watch out for is Leavanny. I used Jack in the beginning and then switched to H2O Monkey to deal with the rest of his team thanks to acrobatics. Third gym badge obtained. Before I obtain my next team member, I have to do battle against Bianca. The battle wasn't too bad. Same as before, I have to do a battle against Sharon, which has the same result. Onto the Relic Castle where I can get the cover fossil. Time to head back to the museum in Nakreen City where I can restore the fossil and obtain Tortuga, whose name will be Crush. Now I can go back and head to Nimbasa City where I'll be challenging the 4th gym, which is electric type. Obviously Drip is going to be the best option for this whole gym since ground types are immune to electric moves. However, since there will be flying types in the gym, I've decided to get Drip up in levels and evolve, which will allow me to use the Rock Tomb TM. Time to head back to the gym and challenge Elisa. Drip swept through her team with Rock Tomb and Mudshot. 4th gym badge obtained. Time to battle against Charon and it goes well. On my way to the next city, I'm able to encounter my next Pokemon on the Driftfield drawbridge. Ducklet was encountered and will have the nickname Donald. On to the 5th gym, which is ground type. Well, this is going to be easy. 5th gym badge obtained. Time to battle Bianca and as always, it goes well. During my journey to Chargestone Cave, I lose Donald, which is a bummer. Once I get to the end of the cave, I have to battle N and as before, it wasn't too bad. Now time to head on over to the Celestial Tower to battle some trainers, which will result in Jack evolving. I do however lose Drip in a trainer battle. You really hate to see it, man. Crush evolves after some EXP grinding and it's time to go to the 6th gym, which is flying type. Crush will be the obvious MVP here because of that solid typing. Just use Curse, Aqua Jet, and call it GG for Skyla. 6th gym badge obtained. Time to battle against Charon and it goes pretty nice. On to the 7th gym, which is Ice type. Jack just easily swept through Bryson's team with Revenge. 7th gym badge obtained. Since I'm in a new area, I'm able to catch a Seismitoad, whose name will be Drip 2.0. I also go back to Route 4 to catch a Frillish, whose name is going to be Frito, as well as Striton City to catch a Basculin, whose name is going to be Based. Time to battle against Bianca and it goes well. Frito evolves after some EXP grinding and then it's time to go to the 8th gym, which is Dragon type. The only threat here would be Drayden's Haxorus because of Dragon Dance. However, Crush was able to take care of the problem thanks to Curse. 8th gym badge obtained. Now I have to battle Charon for the final time and of course it wasn't too bad. On to Elite 4. First I'll be battling Chantel, who uses Ghost types. Frito and Drip 2.0 were able to take care of her team no problem. Next up is Grimsley, who uses Dark types. Jack and Drip 2.0 were able to take care of his team no problem. Next up is Caitlyn, who uses Psychic types. Frito literally soloed this whole battle. Finally it's Marshall, who uses Fighting types. And somewhat like before, H2O Monkey soloed everything. Sup everyone, it's me from the future. As I was streaming the final part of this Nuzlocke, I went a little bit quote unquote overboard with the hours, and YouTube doesn't archive streams after 11 hours and 55 minutes. I wasn't able to get the footage of the rest of this battle, but I do have the footage of the rest of the run after this battle. If you want to know what I did to win this battle, I just used acrobatics. Sorry for the interruption, but back to the video. All the Elite 4 members are defeated and now it's time to challenge the quote unquote champion. Of course, before doing all of that, we need to experience this awesome cutscene Reshiram's awakening. Even for a DS game, this looks pretty good. While I captured Reshiram, I'm going to avoid using it during the battle against N. Time to battle him, and Drip 2.0 was the absolute MVP. Here comes the final battle with Getsis, and it was a bit tough. Most of my team is able to do their part during this battle, which is nice overall. And that's it for the whole run. For my first run, I'm somewhat satisfied with how it went. Wasn't the best, but at least it was interesting. I hope all of you found something interesting about this run. Now if you'll excuse me, I gotta go hydrate.